Hey family, thank you for joining me in Healing Out Loud again. I've been noticing a trend lately. I'm seeing things like, in 2026, show up as yourself, be authentic. On the surface, that sounds good, evolved even, until authenticity actually shows up. When someone does show up real, honest, and unfiltered, we collectively start to get uncomfortable. Then I see, bring shame back. Or some things are better kept private. So the question becomes, do we want authenticity, real authenticity, or do we want comfort? We say we want authenticity, yet illusion often feels safer than truth. That's because illusion doesn't require anything from us. Truth does. Truth requires us to pause. Truth requires us to reflect. Truth requires us to question things we may have built our lives around, our complacency even, our conditioning. And because of that, I've noticed that sometimes, even when we hear the truth, it's easier for us to interpret it as a lie. Not necessarily because it is a lie, but because it doesn't fit the reality we've learned to survive in. Calling truth a lie can feel safer than re-examining our own perspective. That's how the nervous system maintains safety. A lot of us have learned to survive through numbness, through minimization, through not looking at things too closely. When light shows up, or when truth shows up, it can feel threatening. Not because it's wrong, but because it requires more of us than we're ready to give. And this is where authenticity gets misunderstood. Authenticity isn't attention seeking, it's alignment. Authenticity has also become something that's romanticized. It's trending, it's aesthetic, and a lot of the time, it's still curated. What we often respond to isn't raw authenticity, it's a performative version of it. Performative authenticity shares just enough truth to feel real, but not enough to feel disruptive. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, sometimes what we're seeing is oversharing. And I get it. Some things don't need a front row seat. Oversharing can feel uncontained. It can feel like a lot. And at the same time, that doesn't automatically make it inauthentic. For some people, that's their truth in real time. Unfiltered, unregulated, still forming. When light shows up, when truth shows up, it can feel threatening, especially when it hasn't been processed yet. Not because it's wrong, but because it hasn't been integrated. Discernment allows us to notice the difference between performance, oversharing, and conscious expression without dismissing the human experience underneath it all. So authenticity isn't about being polished, it's about alignment. And when we understand that, the conversation shifts. Which brings me to something deeper. Self-awareness isn't just emotional intelligence, it's consciousness. The more aware we become, the harder it is to live in illusion. Once we see, we can't unsee. If authenticity feels uncomfortable, that deserves curiosity, not judgment. It just means we're being invited to choose the discomfort of being honest with ourselves or the ease of staying in familiar illusions. Both have a cost. We just don't always talk about that part. Authenticity invites awareness, and awareness isn't always comfortable.